Good morning. Good late night, whatever you want to call it. Here I am again with another one of these pop-ups. And I promise I'm not going to always be on the push, play, and talk. I'm going to actually come on at a decent hour. And yeah, I'm going to be on here when people is awake. But sometimes you just got to get it out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to get it out. So therefore, I push play and go. I see one person in here. Who's that? Good morning. How you doing? So I'm gonna keep it the same way as usual. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna say what I got to say, whether it's 121 or 531. The show must go on. Hey, just saying. How are you? Why are you awake, lady? Oh, I got a person in the chat. No, I'm just kidding. Let me quit playing. I like that you here right now. You know, I don't know if you're about to go to bed, but hey, if this was outside, I'd be like, I'm outside. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was our light. You know what I mean? We all possess a light that absolutely no one can dim but us. Not one person can dim your light, you know. God birthed us all to be great. You know, he didn't birth us to be no loser or not to accomplish things or not to have things. He birthed us to be great in our own right. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody is here to do a job. You know, I like to say that as as humans, we all possess solutions. I say I am a solution. I don't want to become a part of the problem. So therefore, my light says I solve problems. I don't create them. Um, I don't create problems. I don't engage in problems, and I don't entertain them. Because at the end of the day, when we do that, it dims our light, and it's at our hands. You know, it's easy to dim your own light. You know, and some people don't know they shining. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people just shining and they wonder why is all hell breaking loose and all this stuff coming at them, people, places, things, or however you want to put it. It's because you're shining. And it irritates the hell out of the devil, you know? I ain't even, man, I feel real churchy right now. But I ain't gonna go to church. I'm gonna keep it gangster. But yeah, I mean, yeah, my light is my property. You stay in character and you stick to the course, is what the title says. For me, staying in character means I don't stoop to the level of those that don't understand that they're dimming their own light. I don't stoop to the level of those that don't consider their path, that don't care about those that are in their path that they're supposed to impact or be of encouragement to. You know, we can have fun in life and be silly. We all done been a little catty or messy or whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, we can't forget that we're all here for a reason, you know. And connected to my reason is people. You know, a lot of people like to say, what's my purpose? I wish I knew my purpose. Your purpose is for me to I always answer this question, and now for some reason I'm stuck. My purpose is to Spread the good news. Be kind to people. Just do what God would do for me. You know, God gives me so much grace, so I should give people grace. He inspires me to be a better person, so I should inspire people to be better people. It says we are made in his image and his likeness. So when I'm acting like a rah-rah or something, guess what? I'm putting a stain on my purpose. You know, God is the purpose. When we're operating in purpose, then we activate our gifts. And all that's connected to your light. So once your gifts are activated, they say your gifts make room for you. So now we got doors opening. We going into rooms where we probably shouldn't be in, but guess what? Because we're operating in that right light, we're able to go into that room and get things done and be that solution that we are. And we have to stick to the course. But somewhere in between staying in character and sticking to the course, whoo, you be wanting to choke folk, you be wanting to cuss folk, all types of things. And good thing we're human, because we're supposed to feel those things. But it's up to us to channel that energy into good. If the Bible says that God would take what is meant for evil and turn it into good for those that love him according to his purpose, then I have to remember that. I'm gonna make, they say make lemon, what did they say, make tequila? No, not tequila. What is it? I don't want to make lemonade. I want to make margaritas out of my lemons. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just staying in character. Your character should be one that reflects goodness. It shouldn't be one that is up and down or wavers or changes like your draws on the daily. Your character should be recognized when you step in the room. It should be recognized when you open your mouth. It should be recognized by the actions that you take or don't take. And that's all a part of sticking to the course. Because once I get off my course, now I've succumbed myself to, I guess, the bull crap. Yeah. And that's not what I'm trying to do. We got enough chaos in the world than to be agents of chaos. That's not my style. I don't want to be an agent of chaos because I have so many things that I want to accomplish. I've done many things that were great, that were fun, that were good, that left impact in people's lives. But I still have life ahead of me. So I'm not going to be a person that gets out of character and shakes off my course, because I know that, part of my legacy will be when my children stand up to speak on my behalf. I want my kids to look at me and be like, my mom was this. She was hardworking. She loved us. She taught me how to hustle. Yes, it is difficult. I know it is. Trust me, I live a difficult life sometimes. and if it's like, if we don't have those things that come up against us that are difficult, then we're probably on that easy path. And the path to our purpose and the expected end that God has for us is not an easy path. It comes with adversities. It comes with those things. People don't like when you say turn the other cheek, because they think that means if somebody slap you on one side of the face, you turn your face and you let them slap you on the other side. I don't know who told these people that, but that's not what that means. To turn the other cheek means if someone is operating in this unintegral spirit over here, I'm going to turn my cheek and I'm going to operate in the Spirit of the Lord. That's turning the other cheek. You're operating in the right spirit. I'm not going to sit here and knuckle up with you because you want to operate in an off spirit. I want to stay in the good spirit. So as hard as it can be for us sometimes, man, woman, boy, girl, child, old lady, old man, we all have adversities. And sometimes they come in the strangest form or from the strangest places. I mean, look at YouTube. We got a whole bunch of adversaries on here with just all over, just little fires everywhere. You know, I saw today that YouTube is disheartening for me sometimes to see how my people, not nobody that look the opposite of me, not nobody that's better than me, but my people that look like me, my people that I love, you know, how much hate and venom that we possess. And, you know, a lot of people have just condemned their property, you know. They done unscrewed their light bulb, ain't no light, they gone far away and probably ain't coming back. But then you have those little imps that will come and try to fight you for your light. You know, every day something comes to try to make you, I mean, it could be somebody cutting you off in the middle of the road. Something out there is designed to piss you off, period. That's where you stay in character. You know what I mean? If you know you're better than your opposition, the best way to beat them is to stick to the course. Man, why that S went too long like some other lady on this channel? Let me. Yeah. You stick to the course, you know. I've had instances where I want to engage. Yeah, I do. But I can't because I have to stick to the course because whether I know it or not, somebody's watching me. I think a couple of weeks ago in church, my pastor was talking about how you never know who's watching you and who you may impact in life. And if you keep that in your frontal lobe at all times, you know, although it may not be easy, when things come up against you, you think about that. Like, who's watching me? Who am I encouraging? Who am I inspiring that if I haul off and slap this person, it's not going to be a good look on me, you know? Shit happens every day. That's the bottom line. Shit happens every day. And I think the more they come at you, that's the more greatness that is inside of you, you know? It's up to us to channel into that and actually solve a problem, you know. I have a friend that has been going through therapy, and the one thing that I noticed is she talks about how she feels like people are falling off or walking away. And I told her, I said, you know, when you are bettering yourself, there are people that are connected to your damage. They're not connected to what's good in your heart. They're not connected to seeing you do better or seeing you conquer the things that you're up against. They're just there, dead weight, that are adding no value to your life. So as you go through your journey and get the help that you need to just be healthier, you know, the better you get, the people that are not good for you will fall off. It doesn't feel good, but it's necessary because everybody can't go on that journey with you, number one. Number two, some of them might come back, but there's a portion of your life where you have to be secluded from them. You know, you have to go through that part without that person because maybe that person don't understand where you're at. They might have your best interests at heart, but maybe they don't quite understand your journey. So therefore, out of their own fear, they'll start to hinder your process. You know, you really, especially in adulthood, you really have to pick and choose and compartmentalize the people that you surround yourself with. You know, I have a group of friends that, I ain't gonna say a group because I ain't got that many friends because I don't know. I got the friends I need. I ain't gonna say it like I ain't got no friends. I have the friends I need and they're great. But you have, like me, I have those that I may talk spiritual things with, you know, talking like Bible and, you know, things like that. God, relationship with God, calling, all that type of stuff, purpose, all that. We talk about that. But then I might have this friend over here where I don't talk about any of that with them. And it ain't because they don't know it, but some people are. I have my spiritual friends. Then I have my friends that we might talk about just girl stuff. Then I have my friends where I might be the one always pouring into, or maybe we pour into and encourage each other. I ain't gonna say I'm always doing it because then I'll be up here talking about, well, who's there for the stronger friend when they need somebody? What I say to a person that says that is stop giving yourself up to everybody. Stop shining your light in other people's hallways when they can't see and back up. You know, don't give your light away. That's your property. And it has value. And the more you waste it, the value deteriorates. It goes down. It depreciates. Just like when you drive a car off the lot. If you walk a life or walk a path that you're constantly wanting to be help to others that, number one, don't want to help themselves or maybe don't even want the help, you'll dim your light and you lose value. You want to find people that add value to you, and if they don't, kick them to the curb. That's what I did. And it may get lonely, but I've had times where a lot of friends, older friends, you know, they may be here all my life, and then I'll meet brand new people that instantly I click with, and it's like, man, these people do things more for me than my family did, you know, things like that. So I don't never make strangers. I can say that. I don't never make strangers, but I sure as hell recognize my enemies quickly, and I move around. Because it ain't no reason for no conflict, no confusion, none of that. Because as soon as I allow it or entertain it, now I've compromised my light. I'm here to shine. When I stand up, I want you to see me. Be like, why is she glistening? That girl got a glow. That's what I'm trying to do on this earth. I ain't got time for all the shenanigans. I'm 50 years old, man. 50-year-old damn cougar. How I look entertaining bull crap. Yeah, just saying. I don't know if you know I was a proud cougar, but I am. That's only because older men are weird. That's neither here nor there. You know, I just like to think that I have good character, and sometimes I have to, you know, sometimes you have to pull yourself up by the collar and be like, listen, Cher, you already know this is going this way because whatever. Thank you. You already know. You already know people going to whisper. You already know people don't like you and they don't know why. When I was in school, literally, girls did not like me because I walk funny. I got tough skin. Like, I had so much crap when I was younger. I wish I would have known now about this light stuff because I would have been able to understand it instead of fighting. You know what I mean? But yeah, I walk funny. Literally. Why you don't like her? Because she walk funny. She make her butt stick out. Dude, I promise you I was born this way. And although it may look nice, it wasn't always fun. But that's what happened, you know. It still happens today. It might not be because I walk funny. It might be just because I don't take your crap. It may be just because I speak well. It may be just because something wrong with you. Shit, I don't know. But I can't give up the value that I carry for nonsense. It's always going to be a day that people are going to people. But they're there for a reason. Sometimes we don't get it right the first time. Sometimes we don't get it right the second time. It's hard to stay in character. Real hard. I called my friend the other day because I was dealing with a little, what's the word I'm looking for? You know how gnats be flying around your head and you can't never catch it? Yeah. I was dealing with something that felt like that, you know. And she laughed at me so hard, but I was so serious. I said, you know what? Damn it. I'm so mad because I want the smoke and I can't. I could, but I won't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to stay in character. I know firsthand it's hard to stay in character. I got a sharp tongue and a quick mind. I can cut you and never say one cuss word if I wanted to. Sometimes you got to think, you know what I mean? Our thoughts are calculated, or they should be. My thoughts are calculated. I'm going to say that. I don't know what everybody else got going on, but my thoughts are always calculated. Why? Because if I have an opponent, I'm studying your moves. I can't win if I don't know how you moving. So once I know how you moving, guess what? When you start moving, should nothing surprise me, should nothing shake me, should nothing change my character or make me waver from my course. Because at the end of the day, anything that's not good coming at you is defeated. It only wins when you entertain it. Sometimes it requires a level of shut the hell up. Why am I laughing at myself? Sometimes you do have to say what you say and mean what you said. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying be no whole punk out here or nothing. I'm not saying that. I guess people say pick and choose your battles. Because some of them battles be like beating a whole damn dead horse. Because sometimes if it's concerning people, sometimes people just dead inside and they looking for some attention. I'm like, go freaking rot, you know? Roadkill, move. But I seem to always catch myself right at the edge, you know, when I'm about to just dive off like Geronimo, because I like having fun, man. I promise you. I'm the pettiest MF you'll ever meet. I'm so petty. And I'm dry petty. You know what I mean? You ever had a person that has such a dry humor? My humor is dry and it's kind of like super sarcastic. So yeah, I try not. I try not. I'm a hairstylist, so I deal with a lot of personalities. There's probably not. Only thing that has never happened to me at work is I got into an actual like altercation. I've had arguments. I've had all types of things. And I'm so glad I've never gotten into a physical fight, because when I first started working in the salon, my mind said, okay, if someone comes in and fights you, you can throw your clippers, you can hit them in the head with your stove. Man, I'm going to kill somebody. I mean, unalive somebody. That's why I try not to get out of character, you know. No, I'm not going to harm a fly. For what? But sometimes when we allow things to get us out of character, anything can happen that shouldn't have happened. And it's only us to blame, you know what I mean? Yeah, my light is my property value. So if I allow people, yeah, this is specific. If I allow people to mess with my switch and somehow come out of character and pop off or whatever the case may be, I'll become a part of the problem. And like I said in the beginning, we carry solutions. That's how we should look at life. I am a solution, not a problem. That ain't no different than, you know, two people arguing and you say, somebody a food. If you argue with a food long enough, you can't tell the difference between a food. I ain't trying to be nobody's fool. Unless I'm doing it on purpose and I know what the hell I'm doing. And I really don't have the energy for that. In these days, my favorite word has been move around. I move around. When I see some foolishness, I move around, you know. That's what grown people do. You know, you can have a fire start in a little space of grass and stand there and start feeling it. Hey, you can start fanning that little flame that's in that grass, and before you know it, you done fanned it and it's a little bigger. And you keep fanning it's a little bigger, and then pretty soon you got the whole yard on fire because you gave into a distraction. Is your name Malik or Dome? There you go. Never mind. I know it now. Dome. And that's crazy because you was already following me and I was looking for your name earlier. Got you. But it'd be a lot of, I think I said this in one of my other videos. You have a lot of little fires burning. The next thing you know, it turns into a big old forest fire. That's what we want to avoid at all times. You know, don't fan the flame. You know, as hard as it is, there's a bigger picture in sight. If you know who you are, you know not to fan those flames. I'm all right, Dome. I just decided to press play and talk. I was sitting here talking, you know, thinking to myself about my light. You know, when you shine, some people don't get it, you know. They leave home without their blue blockers and then they get blinded and then they start tripping and probably could never tell you what the problem is, you know. But I think that, you know, if I was saying, if I'm speaking specifically to anyone who's listening to this video, you know, we don't want to find ourselves giving in to somebody else's problem. You know what I mean? What you think about me, what you feel about me, it's your business. Thank you, Dome. That's your business. How you feel about me is your business. And you're going to sleep well tonight, just saying. You're going to sleep well. You know, who cares if you don't like me? Who cares if you think I walk funny? Who cares if you think I'm bald-headed? I am. On purpose. I grow hair. And guess what I do here? I can buy some and put it on and look good as hell. Red hair. That's what I wear in longer weave. I can be in your business. I'm man's buddy. I don't want to be in nobody's business unless it's making me some money. Yeah, but you know, things come against us. They say the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. That's all it be, you know. And I think it's the fact that sometimes we don't remember. So when it happens, it's like you be good and cool. Then next thing you know, something happens and you be like, oh man, I'm about to do this. Oh, these people doing this person doing that, or this thing happened over here at my job and all this stuff. And we never stop to think. There's always something designed to come along and destroy what we got going on, to destroy what's good inside of us, to try to take you out of character. You know, you have to remain on your path. You know, if you believe in God, then you got to trust him. You know, a lot of things that, yeah, but, you know, you say the world just needs to start with conversation. Sometimes you really have to know that you're in it and not of it. So what part of the world are we going to converse with? You know what I'm saying? Like, some things is like beating a dead horse to try to run a race and win. So I do think that there needs to be a lot of conversation because there's a lot of love missing out here. You know, I was highly irritated earlier. You would have thought somebody did something to one of my brothers or sisters or something, because I just can't understand how, I would think I was kind of tapping into this a few minutes ago. Just how much hate and anger is on YouTube, you know? Like, it's not my intention to ever talk about the mess, but I'm gonna talk about my observations always, because guess what? I need to avoid those pitfalls. I need to make sure that my light is shining properly, that I'm not blended in the darkness. There's nothing. Darkness can't exist with lightning. With light. You know, no darkness is going to come in and trump light. It don't happen. It really does not happen. You know, nobody wants to be friends, don't. Not for real, for real. I mean, okay, let's take YouTube, for example. We see a whole bunch of people that were once friends now. I mean, to me, they're doing things that some people might not let you walk away from. It's crazy, you know, and I think, like, you know, when you look at a lot of things, that's why I try to stick to specific content creators here. This is my YouTube is the example. This video is not about YouTube, but YouTube is this example that I'm using right now because it, you know, we're on YouTube and we all see it. But when you see people who begin on a joyous journey together as friends, getting along, and then it just turns into this downright hate, it's kind of scary to me, you know, and it hurts, you know what I mean? Like, to see, like I was saying to just saying earlier, when you see your people hurting each other as if it's okay, you know what I mean? Like, when do we stop? You know, all these people going at it, hating, fighting, and doxing, and that stuff is weird to me. Okay. It's possible how to say how and where I met. I mean, no, I believe I have a lot of friends from social media that I'm really, really close to. Like, some of my friends that I met on social media, I'm shoot, they would do things for me that my own blood sister wouldn't do. And not that she's not there for me or wouldn't do, but like, example, my sister would never co-sign for me a car. I have a friend here that literally, I've only been in Charleston 15 years. I have a friend that literally, because I couldn't register a car, she literally did the purchase for me. So the car was in her name. My sister would never did that. Man, please. She'd be like, no, because something happened. Yeah. But this woman known me for what? Maybe at that point, only a couple of years. That's my family here, you know. But, you know, I think that a lot of people get away from our foundation should be love. You know what I mean? It's so much good that can happen on here. If people, like, just look at how many different arenas that we cover. We cover so many different arenas. Everybody in here does something different. And even the people that do the same thing, it's still different because we all possess something that we're supposed to do in the avenue. All of us on this chat right now can be a hairstylist like myself. But guess what? Every client ain't for me. There's somebody that's going to go to each person because it really has nothing to do with what you know, what you do is what you carry that person needs. And, you know, it's hurtful to see people every day Not just once a week. No, every single day. Main objective is to kill, steal, and destroy. So therefore, it's where the devil resides, for my, as I'm concerned. That's why I say I really, really am selective about where I lend my ear. You open yourself to spirits when you lend your ear and eyes to things that are not right. Some of us are so curious that we start to entertain something, and next thing you know, you turn into a whole different person in a matter of 6 months or so. That's what I try to avoid in my life. I'm not trying to be caught up in the shenanigans, because at the end of the day, it's all for nothing. When everybody get done fighting, what? Still ain't gonna like each other. Some of y'all on here looking like hell froze over, all because you gotta beat the next person. But in the same breath, will sit up here and be like, oh, I can't do this because the man hold me down and they don't want to see us do that. And y'all know what I mean by our lighter skinned people. When, like, hey, we are our own worst enemies sometimes. And it's sad, It's sad because we all possess or should possess a light. I ain't gonna say we all possess a light, because some people have given up and relinquished their lights. They are overcome by Satan, period. Ain't no other way to explain it. But it's just, that's where you have to know that people are for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. It may sting a little to have to know that that person was there for a season, but it's going to be somebody else that come up for a new season. It's going to puzzle you for a person that's there for a reason, but your job is to recognize and understand the reason so that you can carry it on into the next step. And always remember that, as just as someone is, in your life for a season, reason, or a lifetime, guess what? So are you. I'm with someone, I'm in someone's life right now for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. Now, what happens when I bow down and start doing crazy rah-rah stuff, and it just throws things off, to the point where we become stagnant and set back, But then we'll get all upset because other people that did something to one of ours. But nobody wants to address what we do to each other. They'll say stuff like, it's not the same. No, it's worse. Because sometimes you expect a certain group of people to be a certain way. But we should never expect our own people to be that way, to treat us bad, to want to see us fail, to want to see us hurt, to want to, intentionally do something that could take your children, take your freedom. That's not a good spirit, That's not a good spirit. That's why I don't lend my ear to everybody. I don't allow myself to be so nosy that I got to see. Because I believe in every hole in your body is open for something to come in if you give it up. That sounds very funny, but yeah, it's the truth. We all got our demons, just got to learn how to solve them. I don't believe I have demons. Have I ever had demons? Sure. But, it just depends on how you're using demons, because I believe in literal demons. Those entities that we welcome in ourselves. And that's why a lot of people on here are far gone, because they've allowed those things, Most people don't understand that, the demonic is just as real as, heaven and hell is real. There's good and evil. We know this stuff. And it's like, how do you know it's good and evil, but then you still give yourself up? And I'm not saying that That's not a valid statement or whatever. But I say this when it comes to, when we battle those things that we're up against or try to come against us, or whether it's, a demon, it's up to us, especially when you know it. You know what I'm saying? If I know this is a quote unquote demon that I'm up against, how do I deliver? How do I get delivered from that? I'm looking at your name. I think you know how to get delivered from that. Oh, no. Ain't none of us perfect. If we was perfect, wouldn't been no need for Jesus, Yahweh, Yeshua. It would be no need. But that's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? We live in a world full of grace and mercy, but then we don't give it to each other. How selfish, how rude. The very thing you operating off of. Some of these people is literally don't even understand. They hanging on by the last part of grace they got. But you give it up. Like a $2 hoe. Listen, if I sound funny, it's because I was tasting this Moscato I bought, and honestly, peace. I'm like, why am I just sitting here like I'm drinking a 40 ounce or something? I enjoy wine, but dang, sheer drinking at 2:34 a.m. It's probably what got me in the bag. But we can't, we gotta stop giving ourselves up to things that mean us no good. When you operate as a good person, you attract good people. That's the people you want. You know what I mean? Like, if you're attracting bad people, then I always look at it like this. Say I'm going through some things and I keep on attracting the same crap, maybe I'm falling off with my money, I'm falling off with friends, I'm meeting guys that ain't right, all types of stuff. And at the end of the day, whether you're right or wrong, you should always consider yourself the common denominator. When you're involved, you're the common denominator. Because if it's always something or someone different, you're the one thing that's constant in the same. Girl, I ain't drinking that wild Irish rose wine. I ain't never tried it before, for real. It just seemed ghetto to me. Hey, let me tell you something. I am bougetto. A little bit of ratchet and a little bit of look, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. I believe that I'm like part thug, part preacher. And I think that's the way God made me. He allows me to have fun. He allows me to speak my mind. He allows me to think freely and come to my own own realizations and revelations by him. A lot of people don't realize how blessed we are. We had the opportunity to live life. Man, I used to drink Wild Irish Rose mixed with what's that beer called? The Jamaican beer with the stripe. Boilermakers, man. I'm telling you, man, wait till I start just doing content with my testimony. I have my life was lifing. I ain't never been in jail or nothing like that. Ain't, did no bodily harm to nobody. But man, when I was the little dark child, I was out here just putting myself in all the pitfalls. That's why I've come to the conclusion when you recognize that you're the my mom and them used to be into that, but I ain't going past a little gummy Delta 8 or something, because I can't get with that THC, man. I promise you. I went out of town a couple weeks ago. And I had a gummy, and I think I turned dumb. I was like, I had met my best friend's husband for the first time. And we went out to eat, and it was my intention to talk to him and get to know him. But when we got to the restaurant, I couldn't do nothing but sit there. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, girl, you done turned stupid. You ain't even got a thought. No, we went to the beach the first night, or the first day, and they had like on the beach, they had vendors out there, and they had like these rum punch in the little pouch, and the girl had like edibles, and they like, oh yeah, take a sample. And my friend like, I'm trying to break it in half. She's like, girl, take the whole little piece. And I didn't think, don't eat the whole thing, man. We driving in the car, and I'm thinking she feeling what I'm feeling. So she driving down the highway. I'm like, she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing. I turned stupid again. The first night I was just like stuck. I couldn't do nothing. And the next day I was like, yeah, I'm only gonna bite half of this thing, and couldn't talk. So yeah, I don't know. I need to take that stuff when I go to bed, but I done been out here, man. I done been a thief. I ain't never stole from nobody like that, but yeah, I go to the store and come out with about 7 outfits at once. Yeah. I was telling somebody the other day when I was in high school, we used to skip class so much that the security guard wouldn't even tell on us. He would actually come and warn us when the principal was coming down the hallway. And like, we would just sit in this one bathroom all day long, just talking and writing stuff out. I never forget one day, they started writing a list of guys they had been with. And it was this one girl, man. Why she was like all that? I'm at 173. I'm looking like, what the hell? I'm looking like, I'm too good. My list don't say nothing like what y'all talking about. Jeez. But that's why I say I'm thankful. Yeah, I did a lot of things, but there's a lot of things that I thought that I did were so bad that I see young people today that do things that I'm scared to do at my age now. I'm like, you crazy. I'm not a daredevil like that. The worst drugs I did was smoke some herb, some weed, smoke some weed, couple volumes. That's about it. I ain't never put nothing in my nose. I ain't never hit nobody's pipe. None of that, you know. But I have friends that did, you know, people that I was in school with and stuff that did, you know. So that's why I'm like, my light is my property value. Because it could have been that easy that I went down that path, you know. I'm short, Dome. I'm 5'2". I'm a itty bitty. I might look. I think I look. Most people think I'm like about 5'7". I'm 5'2". Yeah, I'm short. I'm a little bite-sized morsel. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, like and I think that's how we got to look at it. You know, when we got stuff coming up against us, you know, people. Yeah, people. That's something I can relate to right now because people. Anyway, yeah. Sometimes I don't understand people, and I'm a person, if that makes sense. You be wondering, like, what could possibly be going through people's head, you know? But I always have to come back to, because I have a whole game plan. You tall. I'll have a whole game plan of clap back, get back, and take you up out of here. Shut you up one time and for all. And then I get that little nudge and be like, you better not. And then I have to shut up. And it frustrates me. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I told my friend the other day, but I want to smoke. But I can't do that. You know what I mean? Because I'm better than that. So I'm going to let people operate in a spirit that is opposite of what I'm trying to operate in. I don't ever want to come across as a bad seed, you know, engaging in rah-rah, kikiing and all that crap at 50 years old, man. That ain't good. That ain't good. It's people on here, my children, y'all. Shut up. My children are 30 and 31, and they are amazing. You hear me? My babies will never be on here acting like some of these people that are 60. You know what I mean? Like ever 40, 50, 35, 38. They would never be on here acting like that. And I know that they wouldn't. And good night, just saying. It feels good, you know. Did you activate your page back? Your IG? It feels good to know, because I think that's a result of me moving in light, you know. Good night, Dawn. It's a reflection of me. They see what I am and what I do, and they mimic it. So I don't know. I guess I rambled on a lot, and I'm gonna close out and go to bed with y'all, maybe. Or I need to clean my bedroom. That's what I'm gonna do. And look at this. Grab that so I can take it out. And you know, I just say that don't allow nobody to mess with your property value. You know, you got a whole yard and a property on a beautiful street. Hey, my Duke, I thought you was in the bed. You got a beautiful property on a street, and you know how they have those instances where people be in a you got it, just saying. People be in the neighborhood that's all good, and then somebody foul or tainted come moving to the neighborhood, and they say, "Oh, there goes the neighborhood." Don't allow nobody to do that to your property. You know what I mean? Keep your light on. Don't let nobody come up and steal your porch light. You have control of all that stuff. You don't relinquish your integrity to the unintegral. You don't relinquish control of your self-control to those that are out of control. You don't allow people that don't know who they are to make you second guess or question who you are. You know what I mean? We got bigger fish to fry. You know what I mean? And we all better than that. The 3-4 on here, and anybody else that may hopefully come past this video, we're better than that. You know, when they go low, we go high. Clean while you ain't in the bed. Did you come in here to kiss me on the forehead, Nick? No, I'm just kidding. Let me quit. Listen, I done drunk a half a bottle of Moscato over here just popping off about light and crazy people. The way this world going, we ain't got no time to be playing in traffic. I promise you. Because from now on, people that get in my way in traffic, I'm going to roll them over. Point Bay Blurred. Point Bay Blurred. I can't stand YouTube. YouTube make you start saying stuff you would never even say. Just too contagious. I say that because they feel we going to be bad. Say what? I done said something. I don't remember what the hell I'm saying. I ain't going to jail. I'm in my house. Clean. Let me tell you something. I have fun, and I like to joke, play. You see me, I'm a little bit ratchet, but that's the way God made me. But at the end of the day, I ain't on nobody's bullcrap. I'm too pretty to go to jail. I'm allergic to jail. They irritate me. I went to jail one time. I ain't running over nobody. Are you crazy? I went to jail one time and it had to do with my driving. Shoot, I know I ain't running over nothing. But When I was in jail, them ladies was in there doing laps around the cell, and I'm looking at them like, why is y'all acting like y'all at a resort? And I'm looking at the thing like, oh my God, please hurry up and come and get me. And I ain't even do nothing. It was all because of old traffic crap. I went to jail, and I was mad. I was so mad. Oh my goodness. I don't even understand how people just be out here being bad on purpose. Heck no, I do not want to go to the clink. I'm allergic. I don't like the popo. I don't like them little plastic beds they give you. Them little thin little mattresses, man. Y'all, I've been to jail 3 times in my life. 1, 2. No, twice. I think twice. Could be 3. Hey, Smooth. But yeah, man, they was walking around like they was at some kind of resort or something. And I'm just looking like, y'all know y'all in jail, right? I was pissed, like, man, I want to go home. But the first time I got locked up was like the day after my 40th birthday. No, that was the second time. I did get locked up 3 times. The first time I got locked up and the second time. Do y'all know how drunk I was? And I did not get a DUI. I don't even, man, that's what I'm saying earlier. We got so much grace and we take it for granted and we relinquish it for the bull crap. Some people hanging on by luck. They ain't even got no more grace. Just hanging on by luck. But how you go to jail for a DUI, but you don't get charged for a DUI? You see what I'm saying? I know I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, when things and people come up against me, I remember that, you know. Man, this cell was big. It was like a little camp. Hey, look, y'all. The first time I went to jail, they put me in the cell with the hardened criminals. Guess why? Every time I went to jail, I had to do with my license. Because when I moved to South Carolina, I ain't had no license. They put me in the cell with the hardened criminals and on Leeds, my Duke. I had piercings, right? And I had the little piercing in my lip, like at the bottom of my lip. And they said it could be used as a weapon. So I had to go in there with the people that was killers. I've been there like, this thing ain't even an inch long. And they said it could be considered a weapon. Luckily, it wasn't no killers in there. It was just like maybe one girl, but that's how I know I ain't cut out to break the law. Hey, nah, I don't want to be in nobody's jail. I don't want to be nobody's girlfriend. You're not gonna bully me into being your girlfriend. I like boys. But yeah, man, I had to go into the cell with the people that was in there for killing folks and stuff like that because of my lip ring. They said it could be a weapon. Then I knew I am not going to jail no more. Second time I went to jail. Every time I went to jail was North Charleston. I don't like them. I'm glad I live in Somerville now. I ain't never had no problem in no other area here. It was North Charleston. Clean. You be like, what are you gonna do with that? What is that? You ain't gonna hurt nobody with that little thing right there. So you come over here, got me acting stupid. Nah, but yeah, man, I done had a lot of grace. I ain't trying to go to jail. I don't even want to fight you, but I'll beat you up if I have to. I'm gonna try. I ain't gonna say I can. I ain't. You win some, you lose some. I ain't had none of them, Clean. You win some, you lose some. But I do know that, you know, when you look around and you see a bunch of chaos, if you ain't in it, it's best to stay away from it. Because you'll be consumed by that mess and then you become a part of the problem. That's why my title is My Light is My Property Value. So I have to stay in character and stick to my course, no matter what. You can come and push me, but I'm not going to get off my course. You can poke me, and I'm not going to get off my course. Because there's a bigger purpose. You know what I'm saying? So while a lot of people run around here off and trying to do things to each other and doing things that's like bad in nature, that stuff come back to haunt you. You know, it's going to get you. You say, I mean, some people believe in karma, and I just believe in when you do right, you get right. When you do wrong, you get wrong. You know, call it karma, whatever. But when whatever comes back on you, just be ready for it. You know what I mean? If you're out here operating in a bad spirit, in a dim light or a compromised light, you know, some people have given up the light that they possess to be a villain, you know, for a super chat. It ain't worth it. There's some people right now that are gonna probably wind up right in the pits of hell, all for YouTube. I don't want to go. Not on accident and not on purpose. So sometimes you gotta recalibrate from this stuff. That's why I want my channel to be like this. You know, I'm kicking some inspiration. I'm kicking some real life stuff, and I'm also having fun laughing. You know, that's me. That's how my life is every day. I might come on here frustrated one day. Why? Because I'm a human being and I get freaking frustrated. And it might be somebody in the chat that can help me. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want the mess. I really don't. I'm clean coming over here talking about nipples and who is Shelly? Don't. I'm like, who is Shelly? See, I'm slow. I think I'm a little bit green. You talking about the lady in jail that, hey, I promise you, I was balled up on that bed like, oh my God, I hope it don't take long. I went to jail and I was $45 short from not going to jail at all. When they took us to the place you pick up the other people, if I'd have had all the money, I would have got to go home. I had to pay the ticket by Sunday. I didn't know that North Charleston was open to go and pay these things on Sunday. So I'm like, I'm going to go pay it Monday. I got locked up Friday. I'm like, how did I have a warrant and it wasn't even due? You can't, ain't nothing you can do to darkness. Light ain't even gonna help darkness. Well, it could if you operating in the right way. But you can't steal light and think that your darkness is gonna change. That's some inner work you got to do. That's inner work. You know what I mean? There's no way. If you don't have light within, then you can come and try to do anything you want to do to a person that possesses light, and it ain't gonna help you none. You still gonna be that dim little dirty light bulb. Oh goodness, damn! I can't believe I'm sitting here. I done drank a Monster energy drink, a half a bottle of Moscato on live at 3 a.m. Who's texting me? Oh, I got an appointment. Natalia. Friday at 4:45. Okay. What's she getting done? Yeah, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I look around in this world and I'm just like, man. See, when I went out of town the other week, I woke up at, you might have been, I don't know if you're still on the live when I had left. You know, y'all be getting me to the airport and everything, but when I had left at like 5 or whatever, I had bought energy drinks and I drank an energy drink on the way. Then like 3 hours into the ride, I stopped and the other energy drink got warm. So I had a Starbucks double shot. And then when I stopped at the gas station, I got a Monster. By the time I got to my destination, let me tell you, I didn't even think about like early check-in or nothing. I got to the hotel and I had a Marriott rewards. I mean, not rewards, but a friends and family thing. And I'm standing at the counter and I thought about it, like, man, I don't even know this girl's name. Oh, where's your restroom at? So I went to the restroom so I can make sure I knew her name if they was asking, you know, so I can know who the heck gave me the dang on friends and family. So I walked to the counter and I stopped and I looked at the man. I'm like, I got a reservation for Bray. Like, then I just stopped like, oh my God, I am on this caffeine. And I am just gone. Like, I need some liquor. Dude was like, okay. I was like, oh my goodness, I am wired. I couldn't even. He was like, well, I don't have any rooms together. It'll probably be like an hour. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot it wasn't check-in time. Man, y'all don't know. I was like 85 miles an hour standing still. That thing was crazy. Mexican restaurant across the street. I went across the street, had me a margarita, and it brought me down. So yeah, I was up. Now I'm gonna come down. I bought this. I found some Moscato and Food Lion. It's called Boga Italia. I bought it because the bottle looked like a vodka bottle. Yeah. But man, I was hey, what, Helen? I mean, my Duke. I was so wired, and it made no sense. I was like a little kid, like, how you doing? What's next? I'm gonna go to the bank. I was shaking. But hey, I made it. I made it. That's when I realized I had to move because I knew I was thinking about moving, but I'm in Charleston. I don't have any immediate family here. So I've been here for 15 years. I've made great friends and some of my considered family, but it's like now I'm at the point where I feel like I need to be close to family, and my kids, my sister, they're all in Ohio, but I can't go back to Ohio. And not because I did something or I'm on the run for somebody say it. Clean probably would. But when I went there for my sister's birthday in June, every day I was there 4 days. We went to the bar every day. I don't drink that much at home. And I'm thinking like, yeah, if I come back here, it's going to be the same world I left. And plus it's like dead around there, man. So my best friend live where I'm going. And I haven't said where I'm going for the simple fact that I'm going to document it so I can kind of add it to my page. For those people that are maybe a little bit scared to relocate or whatever. Yeah. Charleston is maybe 2 hours. Yep, exactly. K Smooth, exactly. A little back road action. That's what I do, Helen. Then I'll get off of here and I'll be sitting here like I'm hungry. What I'm about to eat. Y'all be proud of me. I have not been eating crumble cookie like that because that was like a problem for me. Just eating too many crumble cookies. But yeah, I don't know. The world we live in is way different than the world we grew up in. I'm pretty sure everybody in this chat know how it used to be. It was I think bad was always around, but you know how they say things got to get worse before they get better. I think we on the side of worse right now, But if we stay quiet, and I can't believe you said that. Where you get that from? Family Guy? Please tell me you didn't get that from Family Guy. What? The Quagmire, ain't it? Oh my goodness. Please tell me you did not get that from Family Guy. But yeah, I mean, we supposed to be living a good life right now. We ain't supposed to be worried about vote and all that stuff. We supposed to be, some of us got grandkids. I don't yet, but we supposed to be enjoying our honeys and life, traveling and walking through the house bucking naked. And just, sitting on the balcony naked. No, I'm just kidding. Let me quit playing. But I'm not giving up my life to nobody. Charleston is a dope town, honestly. It is. It's really dope. Leave what for you? Because my brain is everywhere right now. Oh, crumble cookie? I love crumble. Let me tell y'all an embarrassing moment. This is so crazy. I don't even know if because I be on here talking to myself so much that I actually have people on here tonight. It's like, wow. I'm gonna start going live earlier though. I just had to get some things taken care of. But I went to Crumble Cookie maybe like 2 weeks ago, right? And I'm waiting on my order, and the lady, I'm like, it's sitting there. So the other lady came over there. She was like, we just want to say thank you for having a 21-week streak, and here's a cookie cutter for you. I'm looking at her like, why the hell you tell these people I done came here every week for 21 weeks? I was like, oh, I got a problem. That's when I knew I failed myself. I went to Crumble Cookie 21 weeks in a row. Listen. And she put me on blast. Crumble Cookie. Nah, but yeah, K-Smooth, Charleston is amazing. Like, a lot of people don't, I don't know. Like, you know how you from somewhere and people don't like it really, but me, I love Charleston. You know, it reminds me of my home back in the day. It's a lot of things to do that people that are natives don't like to do, like going downtown and, you know, things like, because they'll say things like, oh, you know what they did to our people, I ain't going down there. And I live a free life, so I tend not to look back to those things. You know, I'm grateful that I don't have to do that. So if there's like here they have the courthouse, like where they used to like auction off the slaves and things, or they would jail those people. I would be the one that want to go down there. I don't want to say, well, I ain't going down there because you know what they did to our people. I'm going to go down there and dance on them steps because guess what? I don't have to be that. That's how my mentality is. It's a lot of good food here. We got nice beaches. You know, we don't have to go all the way to Myrtle to enjoy the beach. And it's so centrally located. Like, I go to church in Atlanta. That's 5 hours away. Yeah, I don't go every week, but that's the church I choose. But I can get to Atlanta in 5 hours. I can get to Jacksonville, Florida in 4 hours. Charlotte in 3 hours. Savannah in like 2 hours. Virginia like 6. It's a good centrally located place. Myrtle Beach in 2 hours. The places that we pay good money to go. I can go to Orlando in 6 hours. I pay flights and rooms and everything to go to the places. I can just jump in the car and go now. Well, I don't know how it's gonna be when I move, but yeah, I don't know. They're gonna be like, how do people be on their things? Does anybody have any questions? I need to get my butt off of here and clean my bedroom. I'm glad that somebody came here tonight because I really do be sitting here talking to myself, and I will go a whole hour alone. But you know how I got that? Yeah, that's what I love too, K-Smooth. I developed when I teach hair classes, I would always say, I'm going to teach this class, even if only one person shows up. I'm going to teach the class like every seat is filled. And if nobody show up, I'm going to stand here and teach the class like every seat is filled. So that's how I can get on here and just talk for an hour or more straight. Then it helps that I do a women's group. Well, I used to. I kind of took a hiatus, but I'm used to being on like Zoom and stuff talking. So it's like really easy for me to come up with a topic and execute, execute. My whole end goal is to display fun here. Like say encouragement, some laughs, I want this, my thing got to be light. Before it was just all about hair. But now I'm over the hump of, I'm on the other side of things. Yeah, I'm going out hard with hair. I ain't about to quit because I get the young girls a run for their money. My hands are golden. If I can't do nothing else, I can cut your hair with my eyes closed. I promise you. I'm a beast at it. And I can say that with confidence, boldly. I cut the hell out of hair and style it. But I'm more than just hair. You know, I've had people to tell me, you know, that's your purpose. And I'm like, no, that's a gift. I got a bigger purpose than hair, because hair gonna run out. Eventually, I won't be doing hair. I ain't never been to Edisto. I ain't never been to Folly or Daniels. I think that a shame. I've been to Sullivan and what's the other one? Alapalm. 15 years. I ain't never been to none of them beaches. Kiowa. No. But yeah, I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I'll be having flashes of people on Facebook. Y'all, let me ask y'all a question, since y'all don't want to ask me nothing. Do y'all ever be like going throughout y'all day and find yourself saying stuff that other people on YouTube be saying? Like, how should I say? We all know we say point blank clear. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. But I think I have executed my goal here, which is to do at least an hour. Hey, Ronald. What's up? Our people love it. Yeah, it is. It's amazing. You know, like, and it's so much in here. I took a trichology course, which is like the study of hair loss in the scalp. And when I tell you, the whole time she was sitting there teaching, like, it's so much stuff that I learned in school, but it was so much stuff that I realized I didn't know, and I was confused. Like, what did I pay my money for? But hey, I walked away knowing. But how hair relates to life, I begin to like see, because it's like, okay, the way your blood flows through your scalp, it aids in the way your hair grows. You know, getting vitamin D to your scalp aids in the way your hair grows, and it's all about the blood flow. And I'm like, wow, you know, if you think about hair in the way that, like, in the way of God, it's like, wow, you know what I mean? He's in it. The whole time she's teaching, I'm sitting here like, oh my God, God is in our hair. And I learned that when we're missing something in our body, our scalp is rich in many things. You know, that's like the most porous part of our body. So say for instance, I had an issue last year. I'm fixed now, but I had an issue with my hemoglobin and my iron. So what I realized when my hair would like started to fall out and stuff, because I dealt with it for so long. But when our bodies, say for instance, if any of us, me or anybody else, have a deficiency or some kind of mineral deficiency in our body, God preserves our body, and before he takes it from a part of our body that needs it, he will go to our scalp. Yeah, you can lose your hair, but I'm gonna pull this iron out your scalp and give it to your body. You know, how cool is that? The way we're wired, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, hair is deeper than just combing your hair. And I told my friend, I said, my goal when I get to my new destination and start building clientele, my goal is to turn women to the mirror and draw them to tears, because they feel so good on the inside. And what I do to their hair is like a beautiful hat that accentuates that Sunday suit. That's my goal. That's how I want to go out. I want to go out being a person that has 30 plus years in the industry that changed lives. You know what I mean? Not because I did your hair, but because something I said might have touched you. I even believe in like our touch, you know. I believe that God will allow us to be whatever he needs us to be in a moment, you know. So as me doing hair, I believe my hands heal. So even if I never say something to a woman, I believe that as I shampoo her hair, if there's a healing that she needs, and God's going to do it, you know. So it's like this hair thing for me is bigger than just combing hair, you know. Oh, I got a license, I can charge you $100 for a haircut. Yeah, that's great. That's the reward, you know. I look at it like I do hair for free. The pay is my reward, if that makes sense. But it's deep, you know what I mean? Like, man, to think that the way our body's set up, our head, you know, a lot of times in like, okay, for instance, as being a Christian, a lot of times people are so deep that they overlook that part where nature does play a part in our hair growth. Nature does play a part in our health, but we're not to replace nature as God. You know, I think that's where people fall off at. And that's the revelation I got taking that class. You know, most of the stuff we hear that is deemed to be wrong, it's not that it's wrong, it's just that it's misplaced as God or as an idol, you know. So when you operate out of order, you get out of order. Your hair falling out, your life all crazy, you know, whatever the case may be. But you know, we have to look at things. Everything is spiritual, you know. Everything is spiritual. I love the fact that I can, like on my booking site, sometimes I get a review and they'll be like, I love my hair, but you get more than just hair. She pours into your life, you know. And I like the fact that I'm able to allow, like I'll wake up in the morning, I'll be like, okay, God, you know what these people need. You style their hair. You got my hands. And then I go to work. Give me the words to say, matter of fact, yeah. And allow me to hear what I need to hear. That's my thing when I go to work. So to see somebody give you a review on your page that says, you know, you got more than just your hair done. She really pours into you. When in reality, you didn't say much of nothing. But because of what you asked for, you know, he do it. You know, imagine if people woke up and said, on before they went on live on YouTube and said, all right, God, take control. I want you to operate this live and give me the words to say. You know what your people need and you know who you're going to send here. Let's go. Imagine if everybody woke up and operated in that. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine how dope that'd be if we had a whole bunch of people on here encouraging people or really understanding the power that they have and they started to channel it into something good versus venom? Now, I'm not saying it's not going to be bad people because we know some people just want to be that. That's why I would never fight with somebody, especially not online. Hell no. Well, I look like fighting somebody I probably never see. Y'all know what my biggest fear is with all this chaos on YouTube? That one day we'll wake up and something happened to one of these people and they won't even know it's connected to YouTube because half of us talk crazy on here. And okay, y'all see my face on the avatar? Y'all see my face. What are the chances that you could see me in person and maybe know who I am? 50-50 maybe. But think about the people that don't show their face. The people that are in the chat and watching it. You know how people take sides? Imagine that one person that's a little bit off. That in their head, if I ever see this person, for this content creator, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Imagine the content creator's personal family that watches this stuff but never say anything. We don't know what people family members look like. What if say I'm a content creator and somebody doing crazy stuff to me and one of my cousins seen it, but I don't know she's seen it, but then she runs into one of them rah-rahs in the street and then box her off. It's that easy. Y'all seen that boy Ronald Jones in here? Yeah, I delivered Taco Bell to him. I know he'd be around YouTube making it seem like it was something else. I saw you. But I knew he was from here. But what are the odds that I would literally run into him? DoorDash. All they said was RJ. I went to pick up RJ's food. When I got there, lo and behold, this nigga. But that's my point. If that happened to me in DoorDash, and that was a natural occurrence, imagine how easy it is to run into somebody at Lowe's. Imagine how easy it is for somebody to catch you at the juicy crab. You know what I'm saying? Like, people play in traffic all day. It is my biggest fear. I'm wake up and something happen to somebody for this crap. I don't think people think that far ahead, you know? I don't think they think that deep. Like, it's real out here. You can get yourself in a whole bunch of trouble and won't even see it coming. And you won't even be able to say, oh, it happened because of YouTube, because you don't know who you're talking to. That's when adults need to start being grown-ups. What the hell is going on out here? Y'all think I'm going to drink this whole bottle of Moscato? Understanding peace, that passes all understanding. Girl, they've relinquished it. A lot of people have relinquished their peace, their love, their kindness, any other fruits of the spirit. They don't have them. They gave them away for bull crap. And that's the space I try to stay out of. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ever get so tied up in the silliness that I lose my way. You know, now I'm not displaying the fruits of the spirit. It doesn't cost me anything to be kind to a person, but it costs me a whole lot of stress and everything else and energy to be mean to people. If you wake up mean and angry every single day, I promise you, it's one content creator on here. That MF gonna wake up and the damn face gonna be on the pillowcase. She gonna come on live with a half a face, an eyeball popped out, a half a sew in, and her lip gonna be hanging down, and her hands gonna be turned backwards. All for YouTube. That can't be me. I promise you. I enjoy the fact that, man, let me tell y'all, my baby say, like, when, you know, she'd be like, I'll be like, girl, this 34-year-old tried to talk to me. She'd be like, well, mama, it ain't your fault you can pull the sons and the daddies. I can't imagine myself looking crazy in the next 6 years. I'll be 51 December the 13th. Y'all want to send me gifts now? Or y'all gonna wait till December? Let me quit. But yeah, I mean, why create stuff to say live, love, laugh if we gonna just be hateful? I'm sitting on here just rambling, but having pockets of fun with people that I don't know, but people I've come acquainted with throughout different chats, you know. And I know y'all good people because I don't go to chats that don't have good people. I steer away from the things that don't look right, don't smell right, you know. I said, I'm here to do something different though, you know what I mean? All welcome, but I ain't inviting all, if that make any sense. I'm not looking to build off of every single person that's somewhere that I visit. No, because some people where you visit don't necessarily even be right. You know what I mean? I want all the people that come to this page. Y'all see, I got what 2,040 something followers. I love the new followers, and I want all of the people that want to be here. I want them to come, but this is like been there, done that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, like probably just. I think some of the people that are, you know, bigger in YouTube, they probably were here when I first started. But I just kind of fell off, and then they changed a lot of stuff, and it took my monetization and all that good stuff. Like I literally have a hair blowout video, I think, where I'm blowing out a girl's hair with this product, and it got like over 100,000 views. $75,000 views. Like, it's like, man, I was doing numbers back in 2011. That's why I said I want to get back. But now I think I'm like Meek on steroids. You know, whatever I produce now, even if it get low numbers, it's going to get high numbers, if that makes sense. Because the impact it's going to have on people, you know. I want you to smile when you leave off this page. I want you to engage. Laugh at me, K-Smooth. No, I'm kidding. Why you laughing? Because I said, do y'all think I'm going to drink this whole bottle? Honestly, I'm on the other side of half. I wonder what time I'm gonna wake up in the morning. But I gotta clean my bedroom, y'all. I'm happy that everybody that came through tonight. I am going to start going live at outside of booty call hours. I'm not always gonna be on here when ain't nothing open but legs, as they say. I mean, I still might come on here at these times, but I'm definitely going to come out, throughout the day and stuff. I just had a couple things that I had to maneuver around before I started going back live like that. I'm going to do it more, but I got like 75 days left in Charleston. So in between me getting ready and stuff, that's going to be some of my stuff too that I started to upload. It's just parts of my journey, showing how I have to go through my licensing process, showing all that good stuff. Because I know there's a people out here that are afraid to take that step. You know what I mean? You can be somewhere and know it's your time to move and be frightened or think you have to, I'm not saying that everybody should just bounce, but sometimes it takes that, So I want to be that person that shows a person like, yeah, it's good if you can save up 3 times rent and all that. Unrealistic, but I know for some people that may be a thing. But I moved to Charleston, didn't know nobody here in 2008. Hit the ground running, been good since. I wasn't scared or anything. So I want to show people how to do it when they're afraid or not be afraid. You know what I mean? Like, so if I can document my journey to this next location, because I've done it before, now I can really actually show the steps. You know what I mean? Before it was just kind of like, oh, I'm doing this. Boom. I live in Charleston now. Now I can really just show. I know that I ain't gonna say I had pitfalls, but I understand more. There's things that I probably would have did differently, but it didn't hinder me or stop me. So, hopefully the person that is afraid that says, I really want to move out of Jimmy Turner's corner in the bushes and move to the little bigger city, but I'm scared. I want that person. You know what I mean? I don't want the big city people. I want the ones that are hidden gems that if they just get to the next main city, you know what I mean? It could be like an hour away. If they can get out of that, how much more will they prosper? Or that one that's just holding on. Like, you know what? That's me. Maybe that can be a little intro. That's me. I've been here 15 years. I think I was supposed to left here 6 years ago. But what I say, Charleston has been good to me. Charleston didn't do anything to me. I don't want to start over. I'm 50 years old. Who wants to go build a new clientele? I literally talk myself out of who knows what, but that's here nor there. I'm going to go and do it now. Because I see myself that when I take this step, all types of doors going to open because of the foundation that I'm laying now ahead of that move. So those are the things that I want people to see, on the road, getting ready to go and be great. I'm making connections y'all just don't understand. But yeah, I'm going to go because I will be on here another hour. Still talking, pouring out my whole life to you people. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I had fun with y'all tonight. I'm excited for the 4 people, possibly 5, because it might not have been the same 4th person every time. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for anybody that will watch this on the replay. Leave me a comment, say something, say hey, say girl, what was you talking about? Why are you on YouTube? I don't give a damn what you say. I'm here. Okay? I'm gonna be like Big Mama. No, I'm not. Let me quit playing. I sound like, ooh, wait. Now, Your Honor, I strike to remove that last statement. Ain't nobody Big Mama. I want to be the light. I want my value to show. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anybody want to pray us out? No, I'm just kidding. My dude. Love you, lady. Okay, smooth. Love you, homie. I tried to, I'm sorry I didn't help you, but I don't know what to do. I saw that earlier and I didn't ever get a chance to respond. Hey, keep hope alive. But yeah. I love y'all. And I agree. Likewise, K Smooth. That's all I want is to just have fun in life. You know what I mean? Life is meant to be lived. So anybody that's trying to live, come on over here, subscribe, share, like. Cause I'm about to be living up on this joint. Don't laugh if y'all see me trying to do crazy stuff. Look, spoiler alert, me and my best friend, when I touch down where I'm moving to, we're gonna do a channel together. I don't know if we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're probably gonna do a separate channel, but just showing how women 50, I guess 50 and up, enjoying life. You know what I mean? I see us doing like cook-offs and things like that, and just going out exploring and doing things that we might not ever did, just having fun, living life. So that's another thing I look forward to, so I'm excited to start bringing y'all more content. It's time, so having said all of that, I love you guys. I thank you for stopping by. If you're on the replay, I love you too. Even though I don't know who you are, leave a comment so I can know you were here. And yeah, let's go. I'm out. Love y'all. Bye.